It's the end of another month, and what games did we play in June?
Oh, June was busy.
It was. We went to the UK Games Expo, so busy month for game playing.
Oh, yeah, so I'm going to factor that into our how many new games have we played.
Oh yes, because I love this little quiz bit at the beginning.
Yeah, I never really... I think I was way off last time. I'm not sure. But yeah, so I'm going to factor in the fact we have been to the UK Games, so we played a lot of games there. Not as many as I thought we were going to.
No, time gets away from you. I mean, when you spend that long in the bring and buy, there's no time left.
You spend more time shopping. And also you kind of forget that a heavier game takes 2 hours.
Yeah, and it's only open for a certain amount of time. So by the time you've learned a couple of new games,
But next time we go, we're definitely going to spend more time in the evening playing games.
Yeah.
And getting into that. But that being said, I think we've probably played...
New to us.
I think 25 new to us.
Too good at guessing. It's 23.
Oh,
Close.
I overestimated, really.
So we played 42 different games this month.
Okay.
23 of which were new to us. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Whew. I'm just going to go from the top, I think. It's
Sure.
easier.
Yeah. Tell me what we've...
I played a lot of this, and you've played it once. It's Dodo.
I've only played it once because we haven't had a chance to have a copy at home. I'm desperate to play it. I loved it.
I spent all day on the Friday of the Games Expo pretty much teaching... I did teach some other games as well, but I taught Dodo a lot.
It was very, very, very popular at the Games Expo.
Yeah.
Sold out, wasn't the first day?
Yes, I think so. Yeah, I taught it to the guys that Shut Up and Sit Down. That was a lot of fun. I mean, I would say that's the most fun game of Dodo that I didn't even play. I just observed.
Participated.
But it was fun. They did not save the egg.
I'm pleased you haven't logged every play of it because you would be forever having that as your most played game, the amount of times you played it.
No, I think I've logged about 5, but I've definitely played it a lot more than that. Although the thing is, when you're teaching the games, some of the games you sort of take part and join them and play as well, and then other people you just are telling them and making sure that they're doing it right and all of that, and it's just observational, so that doesn't really count as a gameplay. So
I want it. I want Dodo. Dodo's going to be in our collection soon.
That wibbly wobbly egg.
Wibbly wobbly egg is science breaking.
Yes, I was asked quite a lot of times, what is this egg? And I was like, magic. And then the next person asked would be like, science.
Yep, Dodo, winner.
We also played the love letter game at Jabba's Palace.
Yep. I bought it on a whim because it's the last copy there. And everyone, it seems, at our board game club have a copy of it.
We hadn't played it before at the board game club, and then all of a sudden we've got a copy, and now everyone's playing it.
So we've had Love Letter before. Maybe because of the theme, we've never played it. We've got 2 copies.
We have played it. It's just doesn't.
We never played it regularly.
Excite me to get it back off the shelf. So I just don't find it.
It still doesn't work.
Great.
Jabba's Palace doesn't work too.
No, and that's probably why we don't play it that much. But with the theme, we play it more now. Taking it to board game.
I think there's people now I can say let's play Jabba's Palace and not mention it's Love Letter, and they'd be happy to play.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We played a lot of games by Bez. There's one with balloons.
Yeah, I think I'm not going to get this exactly right. My apologies to Bez if you're watching this. But yeah, it's a game about popping balloons with cute, adorable animals that doesn't actually involve popping balloons.
I think, are you stuffing balloons?
Stuffing balloons.
Stuffing balloons.
And that's because when you buy games from her at the expo, she was selling a bundle that actually came with a balloon.
Oh, amazing. What a good idea.
But
yeah,
we
amazing.
We picked up lots of them with there, but I think the one we're going to be playing most is the noise making.
Yes, it's a game about wee whimsical creatures and trying to identify them after someone makes noises. And it turns out that I'm great at listening.
Yeah.
I'm not so good at making the noises, but you're good at making the noises. Yeah. Not good enough to get the prizes. Like I got the prizes for the noise, for the listening skills.
Yeah.
But you were quite good at making the noises.
I got a well done you played sticker. But yeah, no,
Oh, it was such good fun.
I think for the right crowd, getting the right people around to play that, just going to be brilliant. So, we're going to be playing that a lot, I think, over the time.
Yeah, and even your girls love the idea of making monster noises and things, and they could be quite shy at times. So I was really surprised that they sort of really engaged with it straight away. I thought it might be one they warm up to a little bit later once they got some confidence, but they went straight in making crazy noises and just having a lot of fun.
I'm hoping this game or Dodo is going to stop us playing Animal Crossing Monopoly. So much Animal Crossing Monopoly.
Good luck with that. It's not a new one, but I had a great game online of Res Arcana.
You did?
With Jeff from Foster the Meeple and another guy from the Discord, Adam. We were so close.
It's like duelists.
Yeah.
Like the Grand Chess Masters gathering together.
Oh come on. We were all just, well, I mean, Jeff won the game and he did brilliantly, but I think we were just one more round away from just getting loads more. It really could have been. At the end, we were kind of like, oh, I don't think I can quite do it, and he was like, I can. But yeah, it was a really tight game. It was really fun. So I really enjoyed that.
I'm pleased we've started playing Res Arcana. I know you played a lot more than me on Board Game Arena.
It's tough choices, which is fun. Nice puzzle every time. I really enjoy it.
We're very keen to get the Pearl expansion. I think we now need that.
Yeah.
But I really enjoy Res Arcana.
Still can't find it in stock here. Come on, everyone's like, restocking soon. Come on. We played Coral Islands. You got me a little present from your, what was it, from Eternal Palace?
So I bought Eternal Palace, and it wasn't much to add on Coral Islands. And I was worried at the time that I was going to be getting all my Kickstarters at once and you weren't going to have anything. Obviously, it coincided with UK Games Expo. So that's 2 games. It's Coral and Islands.
Yes.
I preferred the Islands, I think it was. The not stacking one. But they were okay. They were, for how little I paid for it, I think they were okay.
The dice look great, nice colours. Yeah. I liked the other one because I won.
Yes. No, that's why I like the other one. But yeah, I'm happy to play them again. They're quick to play, don't involve a lot of thought. It's kind of like almost you've got half an hour before the evening's over.
Yeah.
You could play quickly.
Yeah, it's not a complicated game.
They look pretty,
but they're pretty and colourful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's frustrating we've played that and not yet played Eternal Palace, which I bought. Obviously, you got the Kickstarter for, but that's a lot more to learn and to devote some time to playing it. So.
Yes, definitely need to get that one to the table very soon. Hopefully, we'll talk about that one in next month.
Yes, I'm hoping so.
Yes. We played First Rat. We've actually played it 3 times now.
Yes, they played it once at the Expo, played it twice since. If you want to see my thoughts on that, I picked it for Game of the Month. So keep an eye out for that video.
I'm just going to say there are rats who think the moon's made of cheese and they want to be ratanauts. I mean, that's all you need to say, right?
It's a great game. We played it with people who play a lot of board games. I think it's family weight. It's a good one. It's really good. I love that a lot.
Yeah, it's fun. Yeah, we enjoyed it. You picked up a game in a charity shop, as you do.
I do.
Standard you. And it was £1.
Yes. So
desserts.
I solely went it was just after the Expo.
And you'd said that you were going to be... I said
enough now. We've got 25 games or something. We had either Kickstarter arrive or we've got at the Expo. Enough.
Buying ban, he said. Buying ban.
It was £1.
I blinked.
And I was on my way to get coffee and I thought, I'll just have a look. And it was there. It's a Loopy Labs, which we've got Chrononauts. So we've got the Back to the Future style game, which is based on Chrononauts. It's good. It's good. I enjoyed it.
It's a fine card game. Yeah, again, your girls enjoy it. Yeah. It makes you super hungry with all those delicious desserts.
Lots of lovely desserts. Yes.
But
for those sort of things, you want a game that's quick to explain, but isn't just simple. Isn't just devoid of any skill or any tactics there are in this. And
it's quite luck.
It's yes.
I mean, I happened to pick up the one thing that a couple of people wanted straight away. So there is a lot of luck, but it's a cute, fun card game.
10 minutes.
Yeah, we played it waiting for dinner.
Yes. Yeah.
One day. So a restaurant filler.
Yes.
We're creating a new category here.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we weren't waiting for dessert. That would have been even better. But,
wouldn't it? Yes. I've played it before, but you played the Red Cathedral for the first time.
Yeah, I liked it against my better judgment because it's very beige, and I thought, well, I'm so
beigist.
I really am, and it's ridiculous because I said at the time, wouldn't this be great if it was you're building trees and they're woodland animals? It looks, it's not, but it looks dated, but it's a really, really good game.
Yeah, I really like the way the dice place at Rondell works. Yeah,
we played it twice actually. We played it in quick succession. We played a game, then we wanted to play another game because I got the hang of it, and I said let's play more. And really, really good. Want to play again?
Yeah.
So yeah,
super fun.
The sweet bit of that though is getting that decoration.
Oh yeah.
On a tower you've had very little involvement with, and just discreetly sticking a door in there and a window, and I've got majority and I've done nothing to earn it. That's when it gets great.
Yeah. I mean, the second game that we played, I managed to. Two of us were sort of fighting over majority of the tallest spire, and I managed to just pip to the post and get like 18 points for that one section.
Or when you build this spire at the very top of it, and loads of people haven't finished theirs, they're one material
like
way,
it.
and it's got
and it sets them back. That's always fun. That was good. We played Boomerang USA, which we picked up at the Games Expo.
Another kind of impulse buy. We've been meaning to buy it for a while, and we're going to America for a holiday at the end of the year. So yeah, I was always going to get a Boomerang. So we've got the USA one, and I think it's the best one. I prefer it to Australia.
We were going to save it and not play it until holiday.
That didn't
happen.
No, I played it. It's good.
Whoops. You didn't play this, but I played Boonlake, which I again really liked, and I have been tempted to buy it a few times, but I was worried that you would think it was too beige. And
the box looks great. The board does not.
But it's another Red Cathedral. Like the mechanisms and the decisions are great. It's engaging all the time because you're getting to sort of do that follow action that you get in a lot of games where someone else is doing something and then you also get to do something. You're constantly getting things, which feels great. Like I'm getting more cards. Oh, I can do this. Oh, I can do that. Oh, I've put yet another bonus down. So I put one sheep out and I get to take 10 coin, which is what I did. So I really enjoyed that one. I was just a bit worried that will you see through the beige.
I will happily play it, but it does feel foolishly. I need to get over it because it does feel like it's keeping. It would have been such a shame if I hadn't played Red Cathedral because I did really enjoy it. Yeah. So it might be the same Boonlake. I just wish it wasn't that art style.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine woodland creatures and acorns.
Stick some cute animals in it.
Instead of, I don't know, are they cows actually, not sheep? Oh, anyway, there was a farmyard animal and you took it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Right. Century Spice Road. I don't know how we've missed this one. We've been talking about it
before.
I hadn't.
Oh, okay. And I'd forgotten how to play it. And I thought, well, I know this. I don't need to watch a how to play video, and I was getting it wrong. I had the wrong end, so I was giving up loads of resources to pick up cards, thinking I shouldn't be giving up. But it's been on my radar a long time. It's been on my wish list with the Golem edition. Yeah,
because you've wanted that trilogy for ages now. I think you've had it.
I don't want to only get one. I want to get all
the whole
of them.
set, of course. Why wouldn't you get not the whole set?
Because and I think we've been watching reviews actually recently about it, and I think if you do take individual parts of it, it's a great way of teaching people bigger mechanisms that they can play in larger games. But I'm keen to. I like the idea of how long do we have? We've got 45 minutes. Well, okay, we'll play one. How long do we have? We've got an hour and a half. Okay, let's bodge two together. And having different games that are overlapping, I find it really intriguing.
Yeah, I like the art style of
the Golem one looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I'm sure the Century version, with the spice trade is appealing to some, but
yeah, I mean, I love the way the boxes sit together and they look gorgeous when they do that. Yeah.
But I'd much rather just get the Golem ones, and I really enjoyed it.
They're definitely on the buy list. Whoops. At the expo, we played with our new friends that we made, Deckchairs on the Titanic.
Yeah.
And that was fun. It was a big version, like a huge one.
Yeah, it's fun. And that one, won an award at the expo.
Best abstract game,
I think.
Yeah.
I looked at it for Kickstarter, and I was concerned with these style of games. I think I've said in the past that I don't really like the abstract kind of dueling games. And I was concerned that one of those it isn't. Really enjoyed it.
It was fun. Yeah. I mean, I loved the big...
I think I enjoyed it more because we're moving around massive deck chairs.
Massive deck chairs, and that was a lot of fun. And I like the concept of like the ship tilting and then everything moving a certain way at different rounds.
It did feel like a new type of game. It didn't feel like it was trying to emulate anything or copy anything. And I thought it was really interesting that I said to the designer, I asked him which came first, the name or the game, and they had the idea from the name. And I love how that just evolved and became this game. If I saw it in a sale, I would certainly consider it.
Nice. You played Dinner in Paris. I did not.
I did. So I had a day to myself at the expo while you were working, and it caught my eye because I like dinner. And it was really fun. So
it caught your eye because you like dinner and you like Paris.
Yeah, I thought, this is ticking two boxes. So you're basically laying out terraces, competing with other Parisian eateries, and it was really good, really fun. It's on my wish list.
We were going to go back so that I could play it as well, but unfortunately we ran out of time.
And there's a bit of a queue to play it as well. It's sort of an hour, I think, to play.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. Like I said, I've added it to my watch list, and for the right price, I'll pick it up.
My game of the month was Encyclopedia, which we also played with our new friends at the expo. And that was really great. You're this naturalist, you've gone out and you're trying to research all these wonderful creatures around the world so that you can publish them into this encyclopedia to please the king. And you've got dice placement, you've got set collection, you can steal and use other people's dice, and then you get bonuses depending on which ones where slots they've put them in.
That's the fun bit, and I don't think that initially registered until too late into the game, that it does come down to you've got some dice, but they're not your dice, they're everyone's dice, but you kind of want to lure people into taking them so you get the bonus. But what if it's one you need? Do you then put it so no one takes it and therefore it's mine? Or do you just keep your eye on someone else's and think, but then that's going to help them out?
And then do you use one of those dice that you really want yourself quickly, but then is it better for you to do another action first, in which case you've got to hold off and make sure hopefully someone doesn't even take it?
The dice is the key for that. But what was nice is the way points are scored on that. So some people around the table can get like a few points. It almost feels like a kind of push of luck. How long do you wait before you potentially can cash in a load of points at once and zoom around the board? And the person we were playing, who we met there, had the highest score of anyone at the expo.
Yeah.
Somehow managed. It's a 5-turn game, and at the expo you play 3 turns. But she managed to get over 100, and even the person demoing it was like, how have you achieved this?
I just managed to sync it all up together. Yeah, amazing.
And talking about it, maybe I did enjoy playing it. For me, it felt a lot to take in. It is quite a heavy game, so for that kind of environment at an expo, it's quite a lot to take in to play it. But
but it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It's definitely one that I'd like to play again for sure. We're back to another game that you played that I haven't played this month, The Hunger.
Yeah, so you're playing Boonlake, I played The Hunger. I can see why lots of people compare it to Clank. It's how far do you venture out before you go home? Only this time you're massacring villagers, and they're filling out. So it's another deck builder. The people you're massacring and then get added to your deck, but that if you have too many of those, you can't move because your stomach's too full. But you can stop off and digest, and then you can remove them from your thing. And there's lots of bits in it. That's great. Having a set time limit is clever, and that's what really does differentiate it from Clank, because I have this long. Whereas Clank, someone could just scurry on home and leave everyone out to dust. However, I really miss the drawing for the bag. That makes
danger.
Clank what it is.
You've been too noisy.
Yeah. Do you just do something foolish and then have to draw lots in the bag? Or do you just be a bit boring and not? And I missed that from playing this. It was fun. But it does feel a little bit lucky. Unless you're very good at memorising what cards you have, which one person around our table was. He's like, I know I've got this option, this of 3 cards. I was much more gung ho than that, and I was just trying to eat as many werewolves as I could. And but
it's not a tactic you use for any games.
No, just how much random thing can I eat? It was fun, and I'd play again. So yeah.
We also played Imperial Settlers, Empires of the North. That was another one that we played. That was actually the first sort of bigger game that we played with our new friend from the Discord chats.
Foster Meeple Discord.
Yeah. And thanks to Foster the Meeple for making us join up and make new friends.
That's what's great about
from the expo. Yeah,
expos kind of bring people together, and especially if you've had a chance to talk to people, you're like, oh, that's who you are. I mean, I met people I've spoken to on social media but never met in person. It's just nice to kind of get a chance to meet these people and play games with them. So.
Yeah. So the social element of it all is just.
I don't think people
great.
Mention that as much as they should. I mean, that's lots of our highlights from the expo was touching base with people and just meeting people, as well as playing some great games and seeing some things. That's a big deal of it. But I enjoyed Imperial Settlers.
Yeah, me too. More than I thought that I might actually. Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, it was fun.
I feared it might be a bit light, but it wasn't.
No.
It was accessible
it was quite fun.
And appealing.
And when you were at the end of the day of having had a long day at an expo and you're just kind of trying to learn something new that none of you have ever played before, like it was just about right for us to be able to do that, wasn't it?
And I think you and her are both on a similar level of experience of playing games, so between you I knew someone's going to tell me how to play this.
Oh, my problem was that we pulled up Watch It Played on the phone in the expo, but there's such a loud hubbub of people like trying
you want
to
stand
listen.
on the table and go, I'm trying to listen to Rodney. Everyone shh.
Exactly. So we had to do a little bit more reading than listening as per our normal techniques, but
I enjoyed it.
It was a fun game.
I look into the series, if they're there, it was a nice level of gameness to play.
I enjoyed how as you get a little bit further in, you really get some combos going around on your cards and stuff, and it's sort of like, oh yeah, I get that, and I'll get that, and I'll do that one, and that was fun. We played Isla, which we really enjoyed. We're looking forward to hearing more about that.
It's a very good game. It's a board game, roll and write. That I can't. It is a roll and write, but I can't see how it would work in any other way. It's not a roll and write as a gimmick. That's the only way you could do this game.
Yeah, but it has other elements. It's not just a roll and write. No. So you've got these sort of cards at the top that
injury cards and
different things that happen.
It's really good.
Yeah,
it's when you risk your dice. There's so much going on in that game and it looks great. It looks beautiful.
Yeah, hopefully we'll have some more to say about that at some point in the future.
Maybe we might be talking more about that soon.
We'll see. At some point. We played Kites.
Yes.
Was that the real time?
Yes.
Yes.
So we
I
played that on the
actually
press
really
evening.
enjoyed that.
I wasn't anticipating playing any games that night. We had this the I think it was the designer who was showcasing the game said, "Yeah, do you want to fit in a quick game?" And it was quick. It was 5 minutes and it's
furious, frenzied. Yeah, fun.
Yeah. So it's got a series of sand timers, egg timers that you're flipping over when you see kites, and you have to make sure that you're not flipping one over that's going to then cripple the group. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah. None of them can run out. You've only got cards to turn certain colours. Yeah.
Liked it.
Yeah, it was fun and yeah, just it
All
really
those-
lightened the mood of that whole little section.
Problems I find any real-time game so stressful. And the same with 5 Minute Marvel.
Yeah,
It's like,
it does
God,
bring
I'm
on
gonna
the panic.
especially when you're playing as a collective. You know,
I'm letting everyone
I'm ruining
down.
everyone because I couldn't see a red flag.
What else have we played that is new? Oh, we played the deluxe Kickstarter edition of Namiji, which is one that I had at one point pre-ordered, but then it took a while, so then I had to change things about a little bit. But he
had this fancy Kickstarter version.
Oh my gosh, it was so fancy. Yeah, it was good.
I don't know if we're going to get it because we have Tokaido. If we had neither, I would get Namiji.
100%.
We have Tokaido. I don't feel it's different enough from Tokaido.
But it's pretty.
It is really pretty, and it's like an improved version of Tokaido.
Yeah,
we'll see.
Yeah.
I do wonder if suddenly the Kickstarter version might become available on a website you won't be able to resist.
The thing is, I don't want it if it's not the Kickstarter version.
Yes, it would lose a lot of the magic. He had everything. He had the all-in edition.
Yeah, I want all the special little tokens and everything. Yeah, when I go crab fishing, I want them to be the nice crabs.
Yeah, not paper crabs. I did terribly playing it. I would not make a good fisherman in ancient Japan.
I did quite well making paintings. I didn't go fishing very often.
Yeah, I just kept on raising the crab pots and getting eaten by crabs.
But I was a good painter. I did a lovely picture of a whale.
It's now the stuff of legend.
Yeah, something like that. We also played your cheap mystery buy bargain at the Bring and Buy.
Oh, yeah.
We played Neon Knights 2086.
So yeah, it was £5. It was I'd never heard of it, but I liked the box, and yeah, I bought it because I thought, how bad can a £5 game be? Not too bad is the answer.
It's fine.
Not great for two people. And the problem with it is there's a lot of almost busy work before you get to the fun racing part.
Yeah.
And that is obviously what makes it different to other games like Snow Dogs and Snow Trails. But it was the least interesting part, and it seemed like that took the most of the time playing it.
I felt like a lot of the options that you could do, and maybe this was to do with the player count, I felt like a lot of the options that I could add to sort of supposedly upgrade my car weren't really going to be any help to me.
Yeah.
So that got a bit frustrating when it's like, right, okay, well, yeah, another day of upgrading my car.
Am I going to use these in the race?
Which is a bit pointless. Should we just get to the race? Yeah.
You see, the weapons are only useful if you're behind. If you're in ahead, you're never going to fire them. And yeah, it felt not quite finished. And it's because it's even the design on Board Game Geek clarifying certain things. The rule book is awful.
Yeah, luckily I didn't have to read it.
Absolutely terrible rule book that contradicts itself, is hard to read, and doesn't explain things that are just on the board or on the cards. You know, like, this symbol is not anywhere in any of these information books. How am I meant to know what this looks like without looking online? And things like that frustrate me.
Yeah.
And immediately made me, a little bit annoyed with the game before I'd even played it. I think there's potentially a great game there. It's not in the box.
Yeah, I think I said to you at the time, like, it feels like a prototype draft that's not just been polished up yet. But,
it needed revisions, it needed playtesting, and it needed someone to go through the rulebook and go, this is awful, can you make this paragraph make any sense, because I showed it to you and you interpret it entirely differently to me, and I don't know which interpretation is right. We could both quantify our beliefs based on this paragraph, but they were contradictory. That shouldn't be a thing. It was so, yeah, but it was for five. We enter into this realm of, is it worth £5 if we spent 2 hours playing it when we could have spent 2 hours playing, I don't know, Bitoku? We would have enjoyed that 2 hours more than the 2 hours we spent playing this game. So while it was cheap, it is actually expensive in time we have to play games.
Yeah, and it's also taking up valuable space on the shelf.
It takes up Kallax space.
You know, we'll probably get to that in another video in the not too distant future. Also,
I don't regret buying it, but if I paid any more than £5, I would have done.
We played So You've Been Eaten, which was one that was on your list from ages ago.
It's still on my list, and I wanted to get it while it's still got the fancy edition.
Mine too. Yeah, no, that does it. Yeah, it looks great, and looks like such a good 2-player kind of.
Yeah, because unlike games that are diluted for 2 players, it's a 2-player game, and what's good is because it's asymmetrical. Each person has a different experience, and the guy showing us said, "Yeah, you play it once and you swap sides."
Yeah.
And that's a true game, and it's a 0-player game, which is funny.
Yeah, that is funny because you can play them off against each other.
Because you've got an Ultima for 1 player, depending on which side you pick, so you can just use 2 Ultimas. And it's a 0-player game, which I thought was really fun.
Hilarious.
It's another Scott Elms game, like Boomerang is, and the Tiny Epic games are. A big fan of those, and yeah, this is good.
Yeah, but the way we played it, basically, I'm a creature that's trying to poison you to death, and you have climbed in to go mining some stuff that you want from my insides.
Yeah, I'm hoarding gems from your innards.
Yeah, and you're
trying to melt me.
Yeah. So fun, right?
Yeah, it's bizarre. It's a ridiculous, bizarre concept. It was really good.
Really good. I really enjoyed that. One that we cannot wait for. Starship Captains. We played it with the lovely ladies from Game for Life.
Yeah, and designer Peter, who is the loveliest man.
Well, I didn't actually play, and I still enjoyed it. There wasn't space for me at the booking in for the table. And so I was planning on going off and doing my own thing and looking at some other stuff, but I was so intrigued by the look of it. And there was a chair, and I had a great time watching and mocking your gameplay.
I didn't play it well. I was playing as a Klingon and just trying to fight everything. I wasn't actually a Klingon. I was meant to be the Federation. Yeah. It's obviously it's not based on Star Trek, but it's totally based on Star Trek.
Yeah. And you were totally told what to do in order to
he did say do missions.
Do missions to make points to win the game.
I bought a fancy gun and I wanted to use it a lot. Didn't win, but I shot a lot of things.
Standard gameplay.
I can't wait for that. Yeah. As soon as that's being released, I'm buying it. It's going to be in our collection.
Essen.
So yeah, I can't wait.
Won't be long. Oh, we did play Tuscany in Viticulture for the first time.
Yes,
actually, we've played Viticulture loads, but we hadn't actually played it with the Tuscany, which you got for your birthday back in April. So about time that we got that to the table. Really, actually.
Yeah, I agree with everything people have said. If you like Viticulture and you play it a lot, get Tuscany. You will never play without Tuscany again.
Yeah. We won't ever play without it.
It's a perfect expansion that makes a good game great. It removes some of the frustrations you get with Viticulture, where people are just hoarding visitor cards and earning points that way. Removes that. Gives another complexity of the extra board and the buildings, and then even the extra worker with a unique skill makes it diverse each time you play it.
Yeah, I really enjoy that it punishes you for taking that extra player at the sort of wake up bonuses section, so that if you do it, you're less likely to want to do that. You want to actually go and buy it.
When we play a 2-player, we just compete for who gets the extra worker.
Yes, the standard. And now in Tuscany, I don't actually think either of us took the extra worker whole game.
You get rest of the benefits aren't great, and then next turn you're getting no benefits whatsoever. It's really, really clever. It feels like a Viticulture 2.0, like a perfected version of Viticulture. And
it also allows you to do some things that are key on a couple of different seasons, which I think really makes a difference as well.
And it helps when you play with little miniature wine bottles.
So the champagne looks great.
So
really
it's
like
a
that.
realistic resourced it by the medium of doll houses, and I think that's made it even better. But I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's not one that's going to leave our collection anytime soon, so it's worth upgrading. So
it was in my top 20 before. It's going to be higher because of Tuscany.
Spoiler warning. No, we've got until the new.
We've got a lot of year
6
left.
months.
Yeah.
Till we do another list. Yeah. And lastly, Wild Serengeti.
Fantastic game.
Yeah.
So people say it takes too long.
I didn't really find that, but I mean, we did play just the two of us, so maybe that does make a difference. But I was more than fine with the length of it. And some people have said, maybe take out a certain round, but I think you would ruin what happens by doing that. I don't think that would actually work because of what needs to happen for certain types of things that you're trying to do. So if you're someone who's doing quite instant things, then that's fine. But if your opponent's doing things that mean they need to sort of collect later
incrementally, and we're moving around, which wouldn't make that work.
No.
It looks obviously incredible on the table.
Those animal meeples are fantastic. I mean, your girls have just been trying to steal them away and play.
They played it too, but just not the game.
Reincarnations.
They created scenes from the Lion King, which is fine. I'm pleased they're enjoying it because it means they will play the game eventually. You've got to think a few turns ahead. You've got to read your opponents a little bit with it. The migration cards are great.
I really liked that, actually.
Suddenly it's like...
just mixes everything up.
Okay. Half the board's not wrong. And it's the ones I needed. And, whether you do it, the route of just hoarding VFX cards early doors to be able to then manipulate later on when you need the points. Lots going on.
Yeah, we had completely different strategies when we were playing.
I think, and there's one point in it. So it shows how balanced it is.
Yeah.
And fortunately, we got the Kickstarter version, so we've got all of the extra Meeples as well as the extra workers, the extra skills, and I'm so pleased I did. Yeah,
I'm excited to play again, and add in some of those other bits that we didn't play in the first play, like the extra conditions and worker helpers and things. Yeah. So
it's been busy. We obviously, if you saw our haul video,
we've done quite well with the haul.
Really. We haven't wiped it out.
But
I feel we've kind of chipped away at the lighter games.
Yeah, we haven't got so many of the heavier ones out just yet, or the bigger ones. But of quite a few of the smaller bits. So
we've still got a lot to play. So as a result, July is also going to be an exciting one. But what games have we played that have really caught your eye?
And what was your favourite game that you played this month? We would love to know.
If you've enjoyed what we're doing here, please do subscribe and sign up for notifications. That's always good to know when we are posting new stuff. We try to post at least one video every single week.
And we also do the Favourite Game Friday from the Dice Tower every week, so you can see us on that as well.
So, thank you so much for watching us, and you'll see us next month when we talk about what we played in July.
Bye.